Off to college now. Trio of ranked-on-ranked matchups coming your way Saturday. It's going to be a good weekend. We're going to start in Tennessee, LSU at Tiger Stadium. The Volunteers looking to remain unbeaten and lead FBS with over 550 yards per game. LSU, meanwhile, has won 5 straight meetings, their longest streak against Tennessee all time. Here's a feel-good story. TCU and Kansas set to square off. First time Kansas has been in the AP poll since 2009, which is the longest active drought among Power 5 schools. TCU, meanwhile, scoring nearly 49 a game, tied for most in FBS. Sonny Dykes and that system working well. Another top 20 matchup, Utah, UCLA, fourth highest matchup. Quality of any game this week in college football per ESPN's Football Power Index. UCLA's won 8 straight, their longest win streak since 2005. Throw in there Texas and Oklahoma. Have a really good weekend of college football. My guy Roddy Jones is back and better than ever to break down week 6 already. I find this week interesting, Roddy, because I think it's kind of an identity week of who some of these teams really are. I don't really know who Tennessee is yet, ranked 8th and undefeated. So when they go to LSU, what will we learn about the Volunteers?
I think first and foremost, their ability to handle the spotlight in a hostile environment. I know they went on the road to Pitt, but you've been there. It's a pro-style environment. Right. This environment in Baton Rouge is a little bit different, but I think we're going to learn a little bit about them offensively. Hendon Hooker has yet to turn the ball over this season. Cedric Tillman's status still up in the air after having that tightrope surgery. I would say most likely not going to see him. So who steps up against an LSU defense that statistically is one of the best in the SEC? They've gotten people to turn the ball over a ton this year, and they've rushed the passer really well. So will Hendon Hooker have some of his receivers like Brew McCoy step up against an LSU defense that has really grown since week 1?
And you think about LSU, they're an extra point away from Florida State, taking that thing into overtime and potentially being undefeated in their own right. Jaden Daniels, the quarterback, he's banged up. We'll see what his status is come Saturday. Kind of the same story for TCU and Kansas. Both great stories. We love talking about both of them. I want to focus on the Jayhawks. We know they're 19th. We know they're playing well. We know College Game Day is coming there for the first time in history, but what do we really know about the Jayhawks?
We know they can run the ball, and we know they can score the ball, and they're going to have to this week. TCU is one of the best offenses in the Big 12, but can Jaden Daniels make the defense pay when he throws the football? He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, and he's going to have to, when they air it out, make TCU feel it. I don't know that Kansas is going to be able to stop TCU on defense. The question is going to be, can they score with TCU? Running the football, I think they're going to be able to do that. But again, when they put it in the air, can they make it count? Can they get these chunk plays to really make TCU pay for it? That's something that we really haven't had the answer to this year, because the opponents that Kansas has faced either haven't been able to keep up or they haven't been as talented, which is, I think, what you saw last week.
And I'll tell you, maybe the one sample size we saw from Kansas, that West Virginia game. West Virginia brings in a really highly potent offense with JT Daniels. They were up 14-0 early was West Virginia. Kansas was able to battle back.
They certainly were. And Kansas has given up yardage in every single game, but the ability to score in the red zone or keep people out of the end zone when they get in the red zone, I think has been impressive. I mean, Duke put up yardage. Houston put up yardage. Really, Iowa State, the only team that hasn't put up yardage against the Jayhawks. TCU is certainly going to do that and put pressure on that offense.
We saw what TCU did last week against a defensive-minded head coach in Brent Venables in Oklahoma, so we'll see. Fun matchup there. Finally, UCLA. Look, I know who Utah is. You know who Utah is. The defending Pac-12 champs. I know they lost to the Swamp, but it's really the same team and the same formula. Here, Chip Kelly, 5-0. The first 4 games of the season weren't against anybody. Then they go and upset Washington. So what are we going to learn about UCLA?
I think we're going to learn how good UCLA is. This is a team that I think can contend for the Pac-12 title this year because of their ability to run the football. They've got an excellent offensive line, but the big surprise this year to me has been the defense. But offensively, Zach Charbonnet has been as good as there is in the Pac-12. And Dorian Thompson-Robinson, I don't think enough people are talking about the season that he has had. You saw the in-bump where he's jumping over guys. He made 2 Washington guys hit heads last week. He is absolutely dynamic. So will they be able to do it against a Utah team that is built to stop the run and run the football? I think this has a chance to be a great slugfest.
Okay, so we know USC, star power, they're ranked highest. Utah and UCLA and Oregon. Okay, I'll give you those 4 teams in the Pac-12. USC, UCLA, Oregon, Utah. Who's the best right now out west in the Pac-12? Top to bottom.
I would say Utah is the best top to bottom. I've still got some questions about USC. That performance against Oregon State sticks in my mind. But I think UCLA is second best because they are built on both lines of scrimmage to be able to control football games. They've got an experienced quarterback. They've got a great running back. So I think UCLA is the second best.
Could be Chip Kelly's year 5 under him.
Yeah.
You got to be patient sometimes in college football to let this thing cook. I know that's an oxymoron, patience, college football, but it is what it is. Roddy Jones, will see you next week.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.